Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
podcast.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah, all right. It's Eclipse Monday. Love all the videos that are out there. Now, did that video I just watched, did your husband make that, Virginia, or was that one he's just passing around?
He did not make that, but it is a good friend of ours that made it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That's a great video.
Yeah, it's pretty smart. It's an Eclipse video, and I was like, when she showed me the eclipse, I'm like, well, it's a little early, and it was the sun, and I'm staring at the sun, and then all of a sudden, an eclipse starts to form, and you see the sun getting covered up, but then you realize quickly it's not the moon, it's the balls.
It's two testicles.
Yeah.
It's got that M. Night Shyamalan ending.
Yeah.
You don't see it coming.
I didn't see
Twist.
it.
It's a
I
twist.
didn't see it. It was a twist.
And I'm a big fan of twist at the end.
Absolutely.
Got me.
So I was like, okay, all right. Yeah, I got to tell you, I think I probably would enjoy that more than the real eclipse.
I wish we could post that. We can't. It's too
Yeah.
naked.
Look, Kevin, I should know. Balls won't burn your eyes. The real eclipse could burn your eyes. You're better off looking at balls.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, but stuff that comes out of balls can burn your eyes.
That's true.
Sorry.
Coming out of balls.
Can seal your eyes shut.
Like it comes right out of them.
I
Yeah.
didn't take long to get filthy.
About a minute in.
We are leading off with balls as the eclipse, though. It's kind of
Yeah.
hard not to.
I think people that listen to this podcast respect the fact that we lead with our balls.
Oh, yeah. I don't think people are listening to the podcast to get.
Rumor is those were Virginia's balls.
I honestly am shocked that they're that small.
I'd be so proud if actually one day I grew balls.
Be pretty
I'd like,
amazing.
guys, you gotta fucking see this. Look at this.
Be pretty amazing.
It's not all that's cracked up to be. Unless they're getting rubbed, they're kind of just like, all right, they're balls.
Balls. All right, got a quick after the show version of Think Fast.
Ooh.
Jaybird was crushing it today. Took Virginia in the regular round. Is he going to have the same kind of luck in the not so clean round?
The dirty version.
She's good at the dirty version. I'm backing off the microphone just in case I get.
Just in case you scream.
Okay. Here we go. First one. A sexual act between two women that starts with the letter S.
Suck tits.
Sock tits. Sock tits. Does that count? Suits.
I don't know. Yeah.
How about?
Seems like two words.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
S with women. Scissor.
There you go. That's what we're looking for.
Suck tits.
you, yeah.
I mean, I kind of.
I get it, but it's
I'm
like,
with
yeah,
her.
really all these are supposed to have one-word answers.
Got ya.
Yeah,
All
that's,
right.
that's why the judges didn't love it. They were holding out for a little more.
I liked it, but
little more of that.
I thought Suits would have loved suck tits, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah.
Suits, I hardly knew you.
He's got his own preferences. Okay, maybe you have better luck with this one, Virginia. Another name for a penis that starts with the letter W.
Wanker.
I said wang. She said wanker.
Who got in there first? Jaybird is, what's Suits saying?
Quick with the wang.
Quick draw McGraw.
Quick draw McGraw with
Oh,
the
you'll
wang.
pull your wang out quick.
I really won't actually. I kind of keep mine tucked. I like it hidden.
All right, Jaybird up 2-zip. What about this? Think fast. A sexual fetish act. Jaybird hops
He
into.
perks up.
He does. He
he's
he
like,
gets into a position.
I know
You
this.
see that?
I
He's
got
bracing
this.
himself. He's holding on to the counter. He's ready to go.
This is me.
I'm competitive. It's all just competitive, baby.
A sexual fetish act that starts with the letter C.
Cuckold.
Oh, good.
got
Wow, that was quick.
I knew it was coming.
It's weird. Sometimes I almost can feel Kevin's letter. It is. I'll sometimes even bet on it in my head. I'll
I'll be thinking of all the different letters it could be.
Yep.
But then
and then
if I-
sometimes
yep.
it'll go cuckold.
You think I'm going to zig and I zag, though? That's where it gets you.
That was impressive, Virginia.
I learned about cuckold from you.
Well, look, it's all trying to learn.
I dropped it in a conversation the other day, and somebody was like, "You know about cuckold?"
It's actually pretty prevalent these days. People know about it. People are talking. It's out in all the articles.
People are talking.
People are. It's in so many articles right now.
Well, thank goodness.
All right, next one here. Jaybird up 2-1. A name you can call an unpleasant person that starts with the letter D?
Dick
Dickhead.
face.
Virginia in first. Ties it up 2 apiece.
You want dickhead, want dick face. All right.
Yeah.
Same.
We both like dick.
Taking either one. Virginia's just quicker on it.
Wow, you're coming to play.
This is her round.
I'm out of breath.
All right, tied 2 apiece.
I think I'm holding my breath in
I am.
anticipation.
This game, it does terrible things to my insides.
We need to train for this. We're not in shape.
All right. A sexual act that a man or woman can do that starts with the letter H.
Hand job.
Hand job?
Hand job. Yeah, you can hand job the clit.
Will we take that one?
Hand job.
Judges? Suits is what do you think, Thumbelina?
So what was the question? It was a guy or girl? Girls can give hand jobs.
Okay.
Guys can give hand jobs. Yeah.
Okay.
Hand jobs, baby. All day.
We're giving a hand up to that.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, baby.
Do you have more or is it over?
I got a little more.
All right, give me some more.
3-2, Jaber with the lead.
All right.
A sexual act between two men that starts with the letter F.
Fisting.
Oh! Whoa!
Sweet.
Whoa! Holy Virginia, you didn't stand a chance on that.
I didn't.
I mean,
He came in fist of fury.
I mean, whoa!
Show
Dang.
us how you do it
Wow.
on Denny's.
I mean, Denny's butthole's too small. Although I do have tiny hands.
Do you go straight in or do you rotate?
Oh, you got to sew. It's a whole process.
Fist in the night away. All right, here we go. Something sexual that a man or men can do to a woman.
Oh.
Hey now. That starts with the letter F.
Fuck.
Well, you can't argue that. We got another winner.
I really love this game.
Well, you're great at
This is
it.
one of my favorite games, man.
Yeah, you're really good at it. This is the one game that you really excel at.
Yeah, you need to make a belt.
Yeah, I know.
As soon as you make a belt, though, you're going to jinx it.
I'm gonna lose, and then I already think there's too many belts going around.
You think?
I tried to bring a third belt in a couple months ago. I could tell Kevin's like, we got a lot of belts so far.
We do have a lot of belts.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have the weed belt. Danny still is the holder of the weed belt.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
It's over.
Yeah, you won.
Okay, all right. It's so much fun. It wasn't even about winning, baby. It was just about playing.
You won. I mean, it's good. It's clear. Got this email here. Said, hey, I'd like to get an opinion on my situation. My best friend of 10 years is getting married on March 16th, and I am her matron of honor. Awesome, right? Well, I'm currently pregnant, and I'm due March 18th.
Oh.
I'll have to have a C-section, so it doesn't sound like I'm going to be able to make the date if she keeps it. Now, she's changed her date multiple times already, but now, apparently, when I tell her that, hey, I've got a C-section planned for that day, she will not change it one more time to accommodate my C-section. So I went from being matron of honor in her wedding to not even going. I know it's her wedding, but if I meant anything to her, I would think that she would change it so I could be there on her most important day of her life. Should I be upset that she wouldn't change it? Now, my husband says that I should just write her off. Am I being overdramatic?
The reason why her feelings are hurt, because if it was the other way around, she would reschedule her wedding, and she's not getting what she's giving out, something that her friend's not giving back, and that's hurtful.
Yeah, that happens often in friendships because you know, like, okay, if the roles were reversed, here's how I would handle it. I would, without a doubt, reschedule in a heartbeat. And so when your friend doesn't reciprocate the way that you would act,
you feel really let down.
That is tough in a friendship.
But those are two big, massive life events. Getting married and having a C-section. Nobody needs to reschedule anything for anybody. If somebody can't be there on the date that you've picked because they've got something else going on, there needs to be no hard feelings about it.
Well, we don't know all the details. We only got the kind of like the quick synopsis, and we also the reason why she's upset is she's changed it so many times.
I know, but when she picks a date, you can't ask somebody to change their wedding date. That is not gonna ever be cool.
No,
don't,
but
don't do that.
No, it's not about that though. I think it's about when you have a friend that you really do believe you're thick as thieves and you would do anything for each other. You do make concessions in your life and you do make adjustments to make that person happy. It's not a thing you do with everybody. It's a special. It's a short list of people you do that for. But I see why her feelings are hurt. Is it justified? I don't know.
She's looking at a date that her date can't be adjusted.
Yes.
There's no way around that. Baby comes when baby comes.
Well, they're doing a C-section. It actually can be adjusted. It's a scheduled C-section.
So she could do
You
it
can schedule it for whenever.
a week ahead of time, a week later.
If you tell the doctor, I can't do it that day, I need to do it 2 days earlier or 2 days later. I mean,
If the mom is able to reschedule the C-section, then I would say, I don't know how that stuff works. You have a vagina.
That's true. I've never done a
don't.
C-section.
I scheduled a delivery. I scheduled to be induced. You can absolutely schedule a C-section.
If she could reschedule.
So you're saying we have 2 reschedulable dates here.
Yes. Now, it's rude for either girl to ask the other one to do that.
Here's the thing, though. Best
But
friends.
they're-
Best
but
friends
they're
are family, man.
Best friend of 10 years.
Yeah, you're family. Even it may not work out in your favor, but you still have the right to ask. Hey, can we change this? 'Cause I would like to be a part
Would
of
you?
it.
I'd like to be a
I would
part
do
of
that
it.
with my sister. I would do that with my best friends for sure. And if you can't, you can't. But you at least asked. It's not like a friend where you just work with. If you've gone through
hear
the
ya.
fire with somebody, you're able to say these things.
Well, that's why you don't say it, because you realize that you being there is not the quintessential part of the day. The bride getting married doesn't need the maid of honor. All she really needs is her husband to be. And the girl having her C-section doesn't need her best friend. All she really needs is the doctor.
It's again, you're completely missing the whole point on this.
No, I think you are.
No, I think you are
I think-
definitely making. I can totally see it. If you are best friends and you are so thick as thieves, like I was saying, you at least try to accommodate your.
Let's get on the same page somehow.
Your ride or die. I'm talking
Yeah.
about your ride or die fucking best friend.
Yeah.
That's if you've done it on the front end and you know that, okay, this date we can't do. But she already booked the wedding. Now the wedding's already booked.
sounds like the
now
woman-
she's got to go change it again.
No, what it sounds like to me is it was.
You're talking
the
March
chick was
is what,
flighty.
6 months out? We got what, 6-month date out?
Yeah, it sounds like she changed the dates a bunch of different times, and everyone like, oh my gosh, there's the wedding. Oh no, it's not the wedding. And
That's what happens in life. Shit changes.
yeah, look, what the
And
fuck do I know?
if she can't be there for the day that the girl is chosen for her wedding, send her a gift, send her a card, wish her the best. Don't listen to your husband who's trying to make more drama.
No,
write
he's
her
not.
off.
He's defending his wife, is what he's
saying
doing.
write her off.
Yeah, it
he's
was just-
defending
Okay,
his
they
wife.
must not be that good of friends if she'll just write her off.
His best friend of 10 years.
Life happens.
I look at it differently, but I've also been with friendship. I see what you're saying. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Somebody said a couple comments in the chat room. One person said, bullshit, the patient does not control the doctor's schedule. And somebody said with the C-section, she's got 5 days to recover, so you'd have to figure out that timing, front end, back end, whatever it might be.
And again, we don't know
She
all
does
the,
it before, at
We don't
least.
know all the detail. What if for 6 months the one friend goes, I'm so excited for you to be in my wedding. I'm so excited. We're going to have so much fun. And then the woman kept changing the wedding, and the one woman's pregnant, and she's also pregnant, so she's probably...
Hormonal.
Yeah, but with or without the pregnancy, ride or die people, you try to get them involved
think
in
so,
your
yeah.
lifetime moments.
Yeah. Somebody commented in the chat room said, I think the bride is being kind of mean. She knew the date of the C-section when she changed it multiple times. And Tatty said, hey, how about you just live stream the wedding? It's not the same as being there and being a part of it, but at least you'd be able to see it.
Don't be so petty as to write somebody off over this,
Well, that's-
though. If it's your friend and you guys can't link up your schedules, if you're not able to be at the wedding, wish her the best. Send her a card and say, I love you. I'm sorry I can't be there. I can't wait for you to meet the baby and for me to hang out with your new husband.
She didn't say she was writing her off. She said her
Husband wants her to.
But the husband's not the best friend. And I know so many people who have been best friends forever. The husband comes in. He may not, even like the relationship they have. The husband is saying the write off. He's speaking out of emotion. she's not saying that. She's not going to write her best friend off.
Well,
she's
she's
hurt.
asking what
She's-
she should do.
She's hurt.
Should she listen to her husband? No, she should not listen to her
Is she
husband.
asking about the husband, or is she asking if she's got the right to be upset? There's a difference.
She wrote exactly, my husband says I should write her off. Am I being over dramatic? And maybe she's saying, am I if I follow my husband's approach in that?
Yes, you don't write anybody off over something like this. This is life events that happen, and sometimes we can't all be there for each other, and it's okay. You still love your friend. You don't make it about you, and you just sit back and say, I hope you have a wonderful wedding.
I completely get the email. I understand why there's hurt feelings, and
It seems like there should be able to be a way to work it out, and if they can't, the one thing I would say is definitely don't write a friend off. You're best
No.
friends for 10 years, and it's not worth ending a friendship over. Unfortunately, sometimes things happen. Do your best on both sides to try to work your schedules out so you can be there.
if there's a chance for somebody in this equation to be #BeCool and make it happen, I suggest that if you're able to do that.
Yeah, if you can, don't be pig-headed about it. Just try to say, hey, look, it's a special date for both of you, arguably. Not one is more special than the other.
No, not.
Well, but Virginia, maybe you have never had someone that's so ride or die that's almost basically they got the same blood pumping through you, although you weren't born. I mean, you look at them like a family member, like a brother, like a sister.
I hear you, but life happens sometimes, and we all can't be there for everybody
But
else's important
it's-
events.
it sounds like
If
she could,
does-
though.
But if she doesn't want to change it again because she's already changed it multiple times, maybe she's cleared this date with her whole side of the family. Maybe this is the one date that works for everybody. And now to come back and change it again,
Honestly, we don't have enough details to really give an accurate.
Yeah,
we don't.
I'll send her an email, and I'll see if I can get both ladies on.
Yeah, there you go.
people just need to come from a place of
Yeah.
love and not make things about them and take it so personal.
Yeah.
It's not about you. It's about her wedding day. Be happy for her.
It's also about her kid too.
I think
Yeah, they both have points.
They both have to do their thing on that day, and they both have to continue to love each other on that day.
Never mind.
well, I think
You
that-
don't have kids, Jay Bird.
You're right, and I've never been married, so what the fuck do I know? Shut up, Jason.
Well, I think that everybody on this show is so cool and calm and collective in their advice, it would be able to really help them out.
Have them both on. It'll be a fucking screaming match.
Well, we sit on the microphone. We act like we know all of the details, and I'm talking to everybody. We don't know. There's probably so many layers to that relationship, and so many things that were said. We don't have all the details.
But at the end of the day, life is short. Don't let a birth and a wedding break up your friendship. That's it.
you guys, they're not that major of events.
Lou says, why don't you do the two together? Why don't you give birth at her wedding? Be kind of awesome, wouldn't it?
It's a C-section. You got to do that in the OR.
Oh, really? Well, maybe at the wedding in the OR. That could be very eventful. Yeah,
I don't hate that.
A couple things maybe you could do. Some ideas here. This is another debate we had today. Did Denny's deserve to be called out?
Me and Virginia, I know we don't agree a lot, but today we have not agreed on anything.
Been a lot of things, yeah.
We
on
have
opposite sides
disagreed
today.
about-
I like it.
Yeah.
I do not. It's so bad for my soul.
The question here was Denny's was at a nail house on Saturday night. It was after 8 p.m. and dropped a couple F-bombs, and a mom that was there.
Three. I remember. It was
Okay.
it was the two, and then the third one she stood up and said something.
Yeah, complaining. It was like going, hey, can you watch your mouth?
Watch your mouth. There's kids over here.
Yeah, okay.
Just like that. too.
I would have been cracking up.
Oh, you don't think I was laughing?
Oh my gosh, that's pretty funny. Yeah, he got
Dennis,
called out. Yeah, it was really kind of interesting, the takes on it. There were people almost split down the middle, at least the comments that we received. You never know if that's an exact representation of the audience and people out there. But there were a lot of people saying, yeah, I mean, when you got your kids out in public, especially if you're close to a bar area where alcohol is going to be served, anything after about 8 p.m., you got to expect, to me, after 10 p.m., you have to be going, okay, people are getting a little bit loose by 10. 8, you're like, no. I don't know why I look at it like the TV schedule, but, it's
Yeah,
like...
because motherfuckers are getting fucked up in the daytime.
Well,
Yeah, I
if
hear
your
ya.
kids are still in the bar at 10, something's going seriously
Absolutely.
wrong.
To me, like, if you're
That's a
talking about
little
it's
late.
10 o'clock and your kids are there and somebody starts dropping some F-bombs, you got to be like, oh,
Well,
you
I mean,
kid near a bar after 10 p.m.
I get that. It is later. The
Yeah.
creatures of the night, they will roam.
Makes it a little bit more understandable.
You got a higher chance, too, of seeing some other shit go down besides just cursing.
Absolutely,
But
The
yeah.
later it gets, cigarettes, the more
Yeah.
alcohol has been consumed. You don't want your kids around that at night.
I love what that one woman said today when she called in. She goes, look, when you go outside, things are going to, when you leave your house, you're going to see shit you don't agree with, you don't like. Instead of getting mad in someone's face, take that time to say to your kid, don't do that. That's not the right way to do it. Blah, blah. Make it a learning thing. Don't make it all combative like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I mean, you're going to see shit you don't like out when you leave your house.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're going to have to deal with it.
You need to control it. You made a choice to go into that environment. You're going to see stuff in public. And the biggest thing you can do as a parent, I think, is if you don't want your kids to hear swear words or you don't want that to be a part of their life, then don't use them yourself. And if your kid ever does, say, look, we don't talk like that in this family. And then that's pretty much what you do. Say, just because you hear it out in public doesn't mean that you say it. That'd be my thought on it.
I can't wait for the day when somebody comes over to my table because my kid is cursing.
I mean, it's going to happen.
Hey, can
gonna
you get your
happen.
kid?
I think I heard him say, did he say dickhead?
No, he said the F word.
Oh, okay.
Rocco
Jeez.
drops
Oh.
an F-bomb.
Wow. He goes right for it, huh?
Yeah.
How do they treat that when a kid does that, like in school? If they go into preschool
And it's
or
not like- I mean, are you
kindergarten and a kid drops an F-bomb, do they get in trouble?
Yes.
They do. And
I
like,
think they do.
what do
The
they get?
parents should too, though, right?
Well, I think they get a talking to saying, hey, your kid's dropping this language. Because I'm pretty sure, like in elementary school, you say something like that, use the F word, you're going to get like
Yeah.
into trouble.
Well, Rocco's too little right now to negotiate with him and break it down and have him understand. Magnolia understands. We went through this with her too.
Yeah, because Rocco doesn't even know he's saying a bad word. He's
No.
just saying words.
He's just saying it because we start laughing. That's what it is. When he drops an F-bomb, everybody starts laughing.
Yeah.
So he likes it. It's
He
like
loves
he
it.
knows that it works.
So what would happen if Rocco starts saying fuck, fuck, fuck in front of a bunch of kids at the ale house? Is Rocco now? You know what I mean? It's ultimately at the end of the day, it's the same result.
Judgy mom does not like you. No
Oh
doubt.
no, Judgy mom is gonna.
She would hate me.
Yeah. Not going to be too pleased or too impressed.
Well, look, we know I'm not a big fan of Judgy mom either. So there you go.
Yeah, she's not going to be keen on that. Yeah, how preschools handle it, I don't know. Aside from, they probably at that age probably just say, hey, look, we don't talk like that. Probably just say something quick.
For sure.
Unless they just keep saying it over
And let
over
the
again.
parents know, hey, your son drops about 15 F-bombs a day.
And then to say, hey, look, if he continues to do it, we gotta discipline him.
Yeah.
I wonder if they've ever removed a kid from a classroom for doing that.
Oh my
Because,
gosh,
okay,
yeah.
imagine if you had
I'm
a kid
sure.
that's repeatedly using curse words, and
Yeah.
then other kids that age, because they don't know, they come home and they're saying F, 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 F. Then do they have to, like, does a kid ever, I wonder if a kid's ever gotten bounced
Well, I remember
for
playing
using the F word.
playing baseball back at Lake Park. I learned the term "bop your baloney," which means jerking off. I didn't know what it meant, and I kept on saying "bop your baloney, bop your baloney," and the coach was like, "Oh, what's going on?" So I asked my dad. He talked to my dad, and my dad explained what "bop your baloney" was. I learned it from Vacation, the movie.
Oh.
It was one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid, so I would always say "bop your baloney."
Bop your baloney.
He's jerking off if you didn't know.
Steve here had asked with Denny's thing, what if that conversation had been about a BJ or anal sex? Those are not considered bad words, but would be worse, no?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, if you're being very, I'd say the same thing. There's a lot of stuff that obviously whatever would be deemed as
Inappropriate.
rated R, that would get you a rated R, and a movie would be the same thing that somebody be like, hey, I don't want to hear that in a restaurant at 8 p.m.
When I worked at the baseball camp, this was down at the Bucky Dent School, there was this baseball player named Todd Pratt, and he used to work
Yeah.
down there. Do you remember him? Yeah, he was a catcher.
Yeah.
And he had a pretty good story. He was out of baseball that got back into baseball, so a lot of times they'll bring in a guest speaker, a former Major League Baseball player, or a guy currently playing. So he's talking to the kids, and all of a sudden he goes, I was kind of lazy. I had a horseshit arm. I was a horseshit catcher in front of all these kids and all these parents. And you heard everyone go, ooh, it was a hush within the crowd. And all the instructors were pissing their pants and laughing. And these kids are like 6, 7 years old.
That's funny.
It was hilarious. If that was filmed, that would have gone viral. But that was back in the 90s.
Here's a positive call out from Elena. Said, I want to call out my awesome husband, Eddie. Yesterday we went to the store and this woman was stuck in her car on the road because it wouldn't start. He put it in neutral to push it, and 3 other guys saw him and helped him. We were with our 8-year-old son, so I am calling him out for being an awesome human being and a great father for showing our son on how to be one, too.
Nice.
That's absolutely the truth.
The kids are watching.
They're watching you, what you do. Yep.
They are.
Here is a email from, let me see. I don't have the name on this. Let me see. Jamie. It's a Facebook message. My wife Shannon and I just delivered our first child, Gabriel James. Listen to your show here at the hospital. My wife doesn't know I'm messaging you, so it'd be cool if you're able to do a shout out on air.
Oh.
Love the hilarity you guys bring to life. And there you go. Beautiful baby on KVJ TV.
Congratulations.
What was the baby's name?
The baby's name is Gabriel James.
Welcome to the Earth, Gabriel James.
Aw, that's adorable.
That is adorable. Very nice. Thank you for that. Let me see here. Other stuff that we got going on here today. One of the big debates, flags, 6 Flags. Apparently there's a fight going on at 6 Flags over Texas.
Oh, my mom used to work there.
The water park?
It's a whole amusement park. It's actually like roller coasters and all that.
Okay, I've heard great things about these theme parks.
My mom used to be the German lady. She would like sing all these German
really?
songs like in the little food court area.
Okay.
Oh, I bet she loved that gig.
Loved it.
She should try to do. Why did she stop doing that?
Oh, she still sings. She got a song in her heart.
Why did she stop doing it there, though?
Well, she started going back to substitute teaching, so she's teaching music in the schools, and she does her choral stuff where they travel around. Oh, trust me, you can't stop her from singing.
I'm surprised you're not more musical. I mean, you love music and you do get into it, but you're not singing like your mom.
Well, I was raised with a jazz hands mom. And when your mom is jazz hands and you're like, oh my God, so embarrassed, it kind of makes you go the other way.
It repressed you.
It repressed me a little bit. And you know what? Being around you and being around this show has actually brought out more singy song side of me. But
Okay.
I probably never did anything sing-songy ever and never thought I would because I was so embarrassed by it growing up.
Oh my God.
Interesting. Now look at her.
Look
Now
at
I
that.
out of her shell.
appreciate it. Now
yeah, it's so fun.
I appreciate the childhood and all the exposure. She exposed me. She was in musicals all the time. I know so many musicals inside and out because I was sitting backstage watching her rehearse every day.
Have you ever thanked her for all that? Say, Mom, I never was a musical person, but now looking back, as when I was a kid, that really was a great thing. She should hear that.
I think I will tell
You
her
should
that.
tell her. That would tickle her heart.
Because we're having a little family reunion in a few weeks.
Oh, you are? That's nice.
She would love that.
Maybe I'll get up and tell her a speech in front of everybody.
Good thing you should do. Absolutely, yeah.
Followed up by a song. That's how you fucking exclamate and point that thing. Do it, yeah.
Thing going on at 6 Flags is apparently starting in 1961. They were flying the different flags, and the 6 Flags came from the different places or the different states, countries, whatever it might be, that have ruled Texas. So they had the Spanish flag, France's flag, Mexico, the Republic of Texas, and the Confederate flag, which at one point all ruled Texas. And you can probably see where this is going.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you can, because everything that has been going on now. They have decided to ditch all those other previous flags because the Confederate flag is, getting a lot of hate these days. People are not into that. And so they replaced it with just all American flags. So the 6 Flags are the American flag just 6 times over. And apparently a lot of people are upset. They say that they do not like the American flag and that they should not be flying that because it is offensive to many. So 6 Flags cannot win.
Wow.
I don't even know.
I mean, I would say take down all the flags then, but I mean, that's their name.
We're kind of 6 Flags.
They
so
kind of need a flag.
What if they made just 6 like of their own type of 6 Flag type? This is a 6 Flag flag.
Well, you know what? They're Looney Tunes. 6 Flags is like Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
They should put a different Looney Tunes character on each flag and fly those.
That's actually a better idea.
Yeah.
Have the Bugs Bunny
Bugs Bunny ain't pissing anybody off, except maybe the coyote.
I will tell you, there's some questionable Looney Tunes cartoons that could be deemed as racist. So as soon as you put that up, then they're going to have a problem with Looney Tunes.
No current ones, though. I mean, the current Looney Tunes aren't offensive, right?
Well, the current, there's a history of.
The history of everything, and you could argue, well, the current American flag is not is bad. We're upset with the one that used to fly, with that one. So yes, there's a lot of issues that are going on with this, and I'm like, going, how do you win? Maybe it should be 6 stickers instead. I don't know.
But what are you going to put on the stickers, Kevin?
I'm just going to go with the Rapids. I'm just going to go there.
How about 6 colors? Can they go to that? Oh, no, wait. No. Look what color you did. I don't know how you win. You could sit here all day long if you had the right people and shoot holes in it.
There's green. I love green. Why is there not green?
Man, oh man, where does it end? I don't know. It's a lot of stuff is going on.
A lot's going on.
Hit close to home. One of the top trending stories today was they went and tagged the Confederate monument at Woodlawn Cemetery in West Palm. They vandalized it with red graffiti. So they wrote Antifa with a expletive on there, Nazi and KKK. So that one has been defaced as well. So the issue is big time here in South Florida. You just hope that we can avoid all the problems that have been happening in other parts of the country.
Please we do not wish for any of those protests to be down here.
I want to just have an event where we all just hug each other. We call it Hug Fest. We just fucking everyone's happy and we're just hugging one another.
I don't hate Hug Fest.
That'd be nice.
Better than Mime Fest.
Yeah, I'm really kind of surprised, honestly. At this point, we the other day we had Vanilla Ice was in here and Wes Kane. And we were just kind of like, talking about the whole thing. And one of the people from one of our sister stations came down. And he had done this whole great walk from his hometown in Dallas to here in South Florida. And, we're definitely on the same page.
Reggie!
Yeah, Reggie D from X1023. He is just like us and very against racism in any form of it. And to me, I think that there's just nothing but evil and villainy at the root of racism.
Oh,
I think it is the worst thing ever. And he had done this great walk where he had come from Dallas. And I said, this would be a great time if you ever want to do this again. I know he went through so much and he was talking about, how difficult it was and just even the nights where he was shedding tears of just the struggles that it took for him to do this amazing walk that he'd done. He got a lot of attention for it. But how great would it be? I said, if you could do this and do this coast to coast, not to wish another thing on you, but how amazing would that be if we had something that cut through the country where people could join in of all races and say, look, this is truly America and this is us, coming together, and let's give people a picture of racial unity instead of racial discord like what you saw in Charlottesville, Virginia.
There's just some racists you're never going to. They're gonna die with evil in their heart. They're never gonna be fixed. That's just the way they are.
And that one protest that was about unity is where the guy in the car drove into it and killed that girl. Like you can't even have a protest about unity.
Was that about unity?
Yeah. It absolutely was.
Oh,
She was
okay.
a white girl, and it was a predominantly African-American group, and they were all coming together about unity and helping, advance peace. And that's when the dude drove his car into it. Like, you can't even have a unity thing.
Evil's going to always attack peace because they know.
Exactly.
Because they know that's how you hurt.
When you have the peace, then you attract the evil that wants to drive his car into the peace. And so I'm saying, I'm afraid of even the peace.
I mean, evil's never gone away. And it's probably never going to go away, unfortunately. There's just going to always be some evil fuck faces out there.
Yeah, well, you definitely have to have a great security on it, but it'd be great to see something come forward like that and have something that would go across the country where you could jump in and there would be just a march with people of all races,
I'm for it.
creeds and religions coming together and saying, hey, look, this is truly the image of America and this is what people need to see instead of seeing the negative. Let's see some positive.
Always spread love. Even if the hate tries to fuck that shit up, you got to continue to spread it.
Yeah, it would be nice to see that. So
yeah.
Spread
it.
Yeah, that's right, baby. All righty. If you'd like to get some great food, Bud's Chicken and Seafood is the place to go with 7 locations.
Now that's how you spread love right
Palm Beach
there.
County, absolutely.
Yeah.
That would be a good thing for Friendship Week. Find someone that loves Bud's, go and buy their favorite meal, and then deliver it to
I
them.
love that.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Tell me what you want, Mama. I'll make sure it won't be hot because I'll probably buy it tonight and bring it in tomorrow.
I like everything on their menu. You can't go wrong. I like the seafood. I like the chicken. I like the corn fritters. I mean, throw a dart. The chicken sandwich, anything.
Yeah, I love corn fritters so much. Yeah, try the bird sauce going there. They got the chicken deal still going on for another month. So the
Nice.
the $3.49 with the 2 pieces of chicken and the $3.99.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
And also a programming note, people are wanting to know, when are we going to hear the Weird and Whatever? Is it going to be coming out here in a day or so?
We have had a major scheduling conflict. I had to reschedule yesterday. There was too much stuff for the KVJ show, and I always said that if there's something KVJ, Weird and Whatever's got to take the back burner. I'm also having some issues with some scheduling. So Weird and Whatever I have to figure out when we can all get together because school has started, schedules have changed. It's probably going to be done in the evening time on the weekdays. I will have more information tomorrow.
Okay. All right, there you go. If you ever got any questions for us, you can just shoot us an email. mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. Have an amazing day. We'll see you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.